want to, first of all, I'm going to make some sites before I put this out. They're all going to be theater of the soul. I want to introduce this man to all of you. And I want to introduce him to himself. So I'm talking to you, Benny. I'm looking you in the eyes. Just as if you're standing in my living room. I got some real questions about life, and this man refuses to give me the answers. And I find that offensive. Very offensive. You have taken knowledge from me, and you're a coward. You're a shyster, and I can prove it.
One of the consequences of this war has been a lot of very high passions on both sides, a lot of angry disagreements. You and your company have been at the centre of a very high-profile one at the moment with Candace Owens, who's now left Daily Wire. Was she fired, or did she leave of her own volition?
I'm not going to speak to this topic here.
At all?
At all.
You can't
Look
give
at that smug.
any,
Smug.
insight into why she departed?
No hints, no nothing. I'm not.
I got demons, and I'm not willing to face it.
Why?
I mean, you can ask.
No, I'm not going to ask why.
Yeah, look at that smugness. That's why he can't fucking control himself.
You can ask.
He's supposed to be a pillar of the Jewish community, right? That means he's got millions of followers. I just found out I might be an anti-Semite, and I don't give a fuck.
I mean, suffice it to say,
Because
what I will say is what I've said all along
here,
with regard to Candace or
here we go.
with regard to any...
It's done. Alexa, the definition of a shyster.
The noun, shyster, can have a couple meanings. 1. A lawyer who uses unprofessional or questionable methods. 2. A person who gets along by petty, sharp practices.
That means everybody that follows you supports a shyster. So right now, as an anti-Semite, I am absolving myself. So here's the question I have. My family had some friends used when we were kids bring us to the Detroit Zoo. Our whole family, they paid for it. And I think they might have done it a couple times, but when we go over to, he was a ornery old guy, but we go over there and whatever him and Dad would talk about, every time I'd hear him say, goddamn Jews, goddamn Jews. But wait a minute, you are Jewish. I've never been able to understand it. I've been trying to figure that. I'm 57 years old and I have no idea why he's yelling goddamn Jews. Can anybody give me a clue? So, as a principled man, a pillar of the community, somebody I used to respect and watch him on the regular. But I am a very principled man. If I told him I refuse to give you a fraction of a penny because you are not a principled man. Once you lie to me one time or obfuscate or be a shyster, I'm not putting up with it. But I'm going to tell you why your world is crashing down around you, and I hope it continues. I hope, if you're here, maybe you'll stay. You're gonna have your people, but I want your whole fucking shit. But the whole thing is, but you're doing it on your own. It's called self-inflicted stupidity. You so don't want to look at yourself that you're hiding behind a piece of paper because you're afraid of girls. She might have cooties. She might just have an opinion that I don't want to have exposed. That smugness. Here, I'm not going to look for it. Well, I don't control who's hired and fired. You fucking smug piece of Shister. I am pissed. You are not the man that you pretend to be. You need to look at yourself, and to look at yourself, maybe somebody needs to tell you the truth. Why didn't you call him a shyster? That should have been the first thing that came to your head. Right? It's a label we put on shit, right? He's willing to go around the world calling everybody an anti-Semite if they don't agree with him. But he pulls this shit. How about it, people? Do me a favor. If this ever gets out, do me a favor. I want to know if I'm right. Don't bring your criticisms to me, because I'll tell you this. I've been through this shit my whole life, figuring stuff out. I don't just look at stuff and then go home and things are... I sit and, let's see, I'm an empath. I'm not an empath like other empaths. I figured that out. That was a lot of pain there. Because, you know, there's people that are out there removing their energy. They were doing their thing, right? That's my belief. They're doing their job, but I'm a different kind of empath. I'm the kind that can get in your fucking head and know when you're full of shit. But there's that part that says, I'm not giving you a fraction. I don't care. How does that affect me? Look the fuck around, you dumbass. I am at least principled enough to say, yeah, I'll still listen to what you say if it's on him or somewhere else. But you're not a man. You are a little boy. And anybody who wants to call me an anti-Semite, if you want to call me an anti-Semite, I am here. Please, in the comments, either let me know where you're coming from. I'm not going to respond to any of your fucking questions or whatever. But in the comments, if this ever gets out, just put a comment down there. Shister, by definition, or anti-Semite. I'm ready to take the label. You know what I figured out? Anti-Semitism, that ain't no different than the N-word. It's a shield to hide behind. We are all slaves. Why in the hell do we need this hate crime shit? There's already fucking laws, and if somebody does something wrong that's bad enough. Am I making you fucking Jew? Oh my God. This is a hate crime. I feel it here. Alexa, what's an anti-Semite? Hatred. This is the part that I hate. This is the part that I hate about you. Just what I've been able to figure out, but nobody will fucking talk to me. I can't understand shit, right? Alexa, the definition of anti-Semite.
According to Wikipedia, anti-Semitism or Jew hatred is hostility to, prejudice towards, or discrimination against Jews. This sentiment is a form of racism.
You got followers, so we can say Jew or we can say Jews. You got followers. That makes me an anti-Semite. I say that's full of shit. I got a new definition. Anti-Semite. Can you think what it is? Anti-Semite. They're kryptonite.